The cost of living crisis is a real and pressing issue for many people across the country. The rising cost of living is outpacing wages, forcing people to make tough choices between basic necessities like food and housing. This is especially difficult for families with children, as they have even more mouths to feed. And, as the cost of living continues to go up, it's becoming increasingly difficult for people to save for retirement or even just get by from month to month. The crisis is affecting everyone from low-income workers to middle-class families, and it's only getting worse. There are a number of factors driving the cost of living crisis. One of the biggest is the rising cost of housing. Rents are skyrocketing in many parts of the country, while incomes have stagnated. This has led to a sharp increase in evictions and homelessness, as well as an overall decrease in the quality of life. In addition to housing costs, energy costs are also on the rise. All of these factors combine are causing a perfect storm of financial hardship for some families. There are many factors that contribute to the rising cost of living crisis. One of the most significant causes is inflation. When the prices of goods and services rise, it takes more money to maintain the same standard of living. This can be especially difficult for people on fixed incomes, such as elderly and pensioners. Another major cause is the increasing cost of housing. As property values and rental rates continue to rise, it's becoming more and more difficult for people to find affordable places to live. This is particularly true in large cities where the demand for housing far exceeds the supply. The high cost of childcare is also a major factor in the rising cost of living crisis. With childcare costs now averaging over £1,000 per month in some parts of the country, it's becoming increasingly difficult for parents to afford quality care for their children. The high cost of energy is also a major contributor to the rising cost of living crisis. With energy costs continuing to skyrocket, more and more people are finding themselves unable to afford to warm their home during winter or even make a cup of tea. This is especially true for those with low income and single parent. Finally, the rising cost of interest rate is also contributing to the rising cost of living crisis. With mortgage fees rising, many families are finding it difficult to pay for their mortgage for their children. And finally, cuts to government programs and supports have made it harder for families to make ends meet. All of these factors together have created a perfect storm that is leaving millions of people struggling to keep up with the rising cost of living. There is no one-size-fits-all solution to the cost of living crisis, but there is a way out of this cost of living crisis. By making some simple changes in your spending habits, you can free up extra cash that can help you cover the increasing costs of living. Here are a few tips to get you started. 1. Cut back on unnecessary expenses. Do you really need that morning coffee? Can you pack your lunch instead of eating out? When it comes to your budget, every little bit counts. 2. Shop around for better deals on essential items. Compare prices at different stores before making a purchase. You may be surprised at how much you can save by doing a little research ahead of time. 3. Use coupons and discounts whenever possible. Whether it's clipping coupons from the newspaper or taking advantage of online discounts, using coupons can help you save big on necessary purchases. 4. Make a budget and stick to it. One of the best ways to stay on top of your finances is to create a budget and then stick to it as closely as possible. By tracking your spending and sticking to a set budget, you'll be better able to manage your money and avoid overspending. Look at your budget and see where you can cut back. Maybe you can cook more meals at home instead of eating out, or get rid of your cable TV subscription. 5. Invest in yourself. In today's economy, it's more important than ever to invest in your own education and career development. By taking on courses to improve yourself and earn more money. If you're not making enough money to cover your costs, you'll need to find ways to bring in more cash. This might mean getting a better paying job, or taking on some freelance work on the side. 6. Consider moving to a cheaper area. If the cost of living in your current town or city is just too high, it might be time to look for somewhere else to live. Do some research and see if there are any cheaper places nearby that would suit your needs. 7. Reduce your debt. Reducing your debt can be a deal breaker for you. This is an effective way to survive this cost of living. You can reduce your debts and expenses by negotiating with your creditors or finding more affordable housing. Whatever route you take, remember that it will take time and effort to get out of the cost of living crisis. It will take a lot of hard work and determination to get back on track. However, if you are willing to put in the effort, it is possible to improve your financial situation. Start by looking for ways to cut costs and increase your income. Try to find creative solutions to the problems you are facing. If you are able to make even small changes, it can make a big difference in your overall financial health. Remember, it is important to stay positive and keep working towards your goals. With perseverance, you can find your way out of the cost of living crisis. Thank you for watching. If you love this video, please click on the notification button so that you will not miss out on any of our new videos. Please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.